take the pilot seat. You and never giving me nothing. Move. I'm just trying to say something. I'm tired, tired, tired to try and try. No denying, you don't have to love me. You're living out your lives. You rather fantasize. Let's stop pretending that you don't really need me. Ooh. Grant a violent move, and I'll take the pilot seat. You and never giving me nothing. Move. I'm just trying to say something. Give me my position. Why your legs so wide in the seat? Why you love taking space from me? Does it boost your self-esteem? They say to me, you need to hand over all your keys. I'm done with people pleasing. I'm learning to stand my needs. Like Greta Violet, move, and I'll take the pilot seat. You and never giving me nothing. Move, move, move. I'm just trying to say something. Hey, magicians on a mission. We cooking, we make your better. We holding, we keep it together. You know now it's our turn.